it is important for you to understand that we pray, but prayer cannot replace work. Prayer cannot replace labor. Anybody that does not understand the place of labor, the place of serious work, the place of diligence, the place of hard work, anybody that does not understand that, they can pray from now to eternity. It will not turn out to them that they became successful. No, they will still end up in failure. We pray to access grace so that that grace can help us to work when we must work to see success. Listen again. We pray to access grace so that that grace will help us to work the work we must work to see success. It is good for you to understand in the book of Hebrews, chapter number 4 and verse number 16. The book of Hebrews, chapter number 4 and verse number 16. The Bible is so clear. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. So there is grace that we come and obtain together with mercy, so that mercy and grace can work for us at the time of need. So prayer is a means of helping us to obtain grace. Prayer does not replace work. Prayer, many people today are praying, seriously praying, but prayer without work becomes a joke. You must pray, because it is not a question of if you pray, it is a question of when you pray. Jesus said, when you pray, enter into your inner chamber. When you pray, not if you pray. It is mandatory to pray. Men ought always to pray and not to faint. Jesus gave a parable to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. So it is a question of when you pray, not if you pray. So prayer is mandatory. Again, fasting is mandatory, but fasting does not replace labor. It doesn't replace work. You must be ready to work, because success has no shortcut. Everybody has to understand when to go to work and when to pray. So when you pray, you access grace. That grace helps you to work. So Hebrews 4:16 is clear that let us approach God, or come to him boldly, so that we may obtain grace and mercy that will help us in the time of need.